Philenglish.
The first one, Sunny, do you remember the first one? The first rule, consonant to vowel. So American sound, they always connect the sounds, right? The very basic sound is to connect the word ends with consonant sound and followed with a vowel sound. Just like when you say it is, right? So the words end with T sound, it's a consonant sound, followed with a vowel, connect the sound. And when T is in the middle and not stressed, T sounds for quick letter D, right? Like when you say it is. Okay, let's try. It is.
It is.
It is.
It is.
Is it? Is it? So you connect the sound, right? But if you say it is or is it, does it sound good? No. So you really have to connect the sound. Even if you have the numbers, like when you say 902, 50, 50. Let's try. 902, 50, 50. Honey, what is your telephone number in your country?
906 5057.
906 5057. Okay, good.
0911 155 826.
Where's the stress? Okay, one more time. Can you say it again, please?
0911 155 826.
155 826. 155.
155 826.
You got it. The next one here is vowel to vowel sound. When you connect vowel to vowel, you need two word connectors. Just like when you say, how are you? You have to remember that the last sound and the next sound is just the same. Just have to connect the sound with the W line. So you would say, how are you?
How are you?
Very good. But if you say, how are you? You can be understood, but it doesn't really sound good, right? So you would say, how are you?
How are you?
How are you?
How are you?
Do I?
Do I?
Do I?
Do I?
One more time. Do I?
Do I?
Again.
Do I?
I think one of the most important things that we will be trying to apply in explaining the graph would be the proper use of the verbs. This is where many students have a problem. Okay, you'll find here we are using a lot of verbs that are necessary for describing a graph. I mean, basically, the way that we can classify a verb for the graph are those verbs that describe upward movement in the graph, those that describe downward, of course, those that describe remaining more or less stable or the same, and those that describe irregularity. Okay, which one do you think are verbs which are suitable for upward movement?
Raise.
Raise,
Double.
double, grow,
Grow.
what else?
Increase. Climb.
What about those that go down?
Climb.
Okay.
Drop.
What about those that remain the same? Plunge also means going down. Okay, I'll explain to you the difference between decrease and plunge and hit a low, and then also the difference between rocket, recover. What do you think is the movement of recover?
Recovery is up.
Okay, but it goes up after going down first. Okay, so it's declining first, and after that it goes up, so we can use recover.
Rapture.
Okay, what do you think is the meaning of that?
Up, down, up, down.
What do you think is the movement of rocketing?
Ship rest.
Like if this one here is declining, okay, and this one here is raised, and it remains stable, for example, what do you think is the angle of rocket? This? Okay, yeah, I mean this is okay, like this, or very steep. So actually there are so many verbs that you can use for describing a graph, and each of those words can represent how strong it increased and how strong it decreased. Okay, others are a little bit, just a small angle, others have a wider angle.
But people look at the color of hers. How can I make a sentence? You cannot say the car's door. This is okay for informal speech, but formal speech, what do you say? The
Door.
The door. So you cannot say its door. Okay, what is the difference between nominative, objective, possessive, adjective, possessive pronoun, and reflexive pronoun? You told me you have heard of it before, but you don't know exactly what it is. So the object and the subject are the same. She looked at the people. She and the people are not the same. If the subject and the object are the same, we call that reflexive pronoun. So, she looked at herself. So, she is the subject and also the object. I, me, my, mine. Yourself is singular, but if your subject is plural, you use next, she, her, hers, herself.
Yes. Having a lot of money does not mean we are worry-free. Do you understand the sentence? Having a lot of money is your subject, of course, doesn't mean it's your verb. This is that. Because you know, the verb mean follows that clause. It means, I have a question. If you have a lot of money, does it mean you have no worries in life? How about worrying about health? You can have your health checked. Okay, so you don't seem to agree with your niece. Why, Wesley?
You can buy another family.
Wow, so even if you have a lot of money, you cannot buy love. Probably you can buy very beautiful beds. But if you have insomnia, you know this word, insomnia. This is inability to sleep. You can never buy sleep. To have a lot of money doesn't mean we are worry-free. Is possible, but most speakers use ing as a subject in a sentence, and this is more common. So let's practice making sentences. What does traveling abroad need? Traveling abroad needs money and perfect. Very good sentence. Your sentence again has a subject, traveling abroad, and your verb needs money and time, your object. Do you understand the sentence? Okay.
So I don't know, overpopulation.
When you say over, it means what? Is it more than or less than? It means more than.
More
Okay,
than
it means many.
many.
So when you say overpopulation, it means there are
There
a
are
lot of people residing in that place. Except for numbers 1, 3, 4, 6, 7, and 10. Okay, so your answers are wrong. Try to look letter G.
the problem that an area has when there
When there are,
more people living on.
so try to look for context clues. Okay, I told you earlier that the prefix over, it means more. And you said that population is something to do with people. So, these are your clues. More people living there than can be supported properly.
Philinglish.